Jerry Jones speaking today, courtesy of our good friends over at CNBC. And both the owner and the head coach have a lot to smile and laugh about. The deal is done. Zeke is signed. And that means we can officially start talking about the Cowboys making a legit Super Bowl run. Ezekiel Elliott got paid today, and he's worth every single penny. It's a 6-year deal for $90 million with $50 million in guaranteed money. Of course, obviously. Zeke's the best running back in the NFL. Zeke is the Cowboys MVP. Zeke is a legit NFL MVP candidate. Zeke makes every single player on the football team better. Zeke played a full season in 2016, led the league in rushing, and led the Cowboys to the playoffs. Zeke played a full season in 2018, led the league in rushing, and led the Cowboys to the playoffs. Suspended 6 games in 2017, and Dallas missed the postseason. Direct correlation between it all. Zeke plays, Dallas wins. Simple as that. Simple as that. And with a team that features, in my opinion, the best defense in the NFL, this is a recipe for success. Best running back in the league. Best defense in the league. Domination in 2019. I don't want to hear that Zeke had 2 years left on his deal. You pay your stars. I don't want to hear that it's a passing league. Zeke is fantastic catching the ball out of the backfield. He's not just someone who runs between the tackles. He's great catching it for Dak Prescott. He's great protecting Prescott in pass protection. He's not just a runner. He's a weapon. He deserves to be at the top of this list. He's a game changer, a franchise changer, which is why I kept saying all offseason long here in Time to Shine, Jerry Jones was going to rightly pay him. I'm stunned it took so long because this was the only conclusion. It was Jerry Jones with the brilliant foresight to draft Zeke with the 4th overall pick in 2016. Now, I'll bet you, privately, nobody, and I mean nobody, with the Cowboys organization is upset that Zeke missed the preseason and he wasn't injured. This can actually easily be a blessing in disguise. But now, game on. I think Ezekiel Elliott is primed for the best season of his life with a new offensive play caller in Kellen Moore. Today is a major win for Dak, who simply isn't the same sans Zeke. The Cowboys have a winning quarterback, legit #1 receiver, great offensive line, best defense in the game. And now with the best running back in football locked in, it's go time for Zeke and the Cowboys. Sean McVay all fired up today, and why not? His quarterback just got a huge contract extension, and Jared Goff is worth every single penny, playing for Sean McVay. Goff gets 4 years for $134 million as a contract extension, with a record $110 million guaranteed. Well, yeah, that's what franchise quarterbacks get, and make no mistake, Jared Goff is absolutely positively the Rams franchise quarterback. Goff was always going to get a little bit more than Carson Wentz, which I'm cool with. He was picked 1 slot higher. He's been healthier. He's put up better numbers. I still think Wentz can have the better career. But look, this is what it's all about. I don't want to hear, well, you know, at the end of the day, what if Goff was without Sean McVay? That's hypothetical nonsense and garbage. Remember, Goff's rookie season was destroyed, torpedoed by the incompetence Jeff Fisher and Fisher's middle school offense. Since then, with McVay, Goff has just been flat out incredible the last 2 years. He's only going to get better. He's still young. Jared Goff is tied for first the last 2 years in passes over 25 yards with 72. He also has 5 games of throwing 4 touchdown passes. That's amazing. By the way, you could spare me the garbage and the nonsense. Oh, what did he do in the Super Bowl? Have you heard of Bill Belichick? This is what Bill Belichick does. You credit Belichick. You don't rip Goff. You don't rip McVay. And sure, the numbers dipped a little bit in the playoffs when Todd Gurley wasn't right, but he was still clutch. I mean, can we talk about Jared Goff making big-time throws on the road, in overtime, in the 4th quarter, in New Orleans against the Saints? We can talk about it. We have talked about it. We will talk about it. Jared Goff is the leader of this high-powered Rams attack. And remember, he's getting Cooper Kupp back this season. The Rams were calculated and brilliant to get this done before Dak gets his contract, because Goff has been so much better than Dak, and Dak's going to get paid. Sean McVay, stud. Brilliant play caller. He maximizes Goff. And by the way, that's not a criticism of Goff. That's a compliment. I loathe the chatter of what would Brady be without Belichick? What would Montana be without Walsh? Please. You're judged by the results. Fair or unfair? I mean, ask Josh Rosen if he wishes he had a great play caller or structure in an organization. McVay and Goff, perfect together. With Aaron Donald and a juggernaut offense, the Rams are set up to compete for the Super Bowl every single year of the Goff contract, even if Todd Gurley is compromised. I believe they will absolutely win a Lombardi trophy together, or two. That's the beauty of this news. That's the beauty of the Sean McVay-Jared Goff relationship. They've just gotten started. I can't wait for the debut of this new marriage tomorrow night when the Packers and the Bears kick off season 100 of the NFL. And understand, I can appreciate why reporters in Green Bay and nationally are asking the questions. Listen, LaFleur brought it up at the Combine, as you heard. Rodgers mentioned the potential issue, talking to Mike Silver of the NFL Network in June. It's become a thing. But that's a summertime topic. That's not a real thing. Aaron Rodgers, the most talented quarterback in the history of the NFL. LaFleur said earlier that at the end of the day, Rodgers can absolutely audible at the line. And he mentioned earlier this week that he could have a couple plays in his headset and choose one in the huddle on third down. When I had Rodgers on my SiriusXM radio show last week, he raved about his rapport with LaFleur. Loves planning with him, respects LaFleur as a coach, his resume, loves his ability to call plays. He loves Matt LaFleur. He stressed this, Rodgers did on my radio show, as a person. Rodgers called his relationship with LaFleur great and went into great depth and detail. We played the soundbite for you on Time Schein last week. They talked out ideas, and they like working together. They compromise on both sides to come up with the best possible concepts and plays. Matt LaFleur did a great job calling plays in Tennessee. He ran the ball because of the talent there. He's going to establish balance with Aaron Jones, and he's going to have some fun now working with the iconic Aaron Rodgers. Packers offense stale the last few years. LaFleur comes from the McVay, Shanahan, Trey. Spice will be added. Here's a prediction. There will be no more talk of audibles after Rodgers and LaFleur shred the vaunted Bears defense in Chicago tomorrow night. LaFleur is annoyed with the nonstop audible thing. He won't be annoyed with the march to the Super Bowl.